it's Wendy. I'm back again after quite some time. As you know, I started back at school. It's been very, very busy, so I have not had time to make a video. Been kind of going through school, trying to last, to survive. I've been so very busy. And as some of you know, I want to give a big shout out thanks to anybody who helped me with my paper. I wrote about Plato's Symposium for my big paper, my first big paper for school. I compared BL Manga and Manhwa to Plato's Symposium. So all the speeches, well, almost all the speeches. I focused on, I did Phaedrus, Pausians, I didn't do Eric's matches. I did Aristophanes. That was the big one. That was the one with soulmates. That was a really fun section to write about in my paper. And I did Agathon, leading into the speech of Diotima, which is Socrates. And this was my book that I used as a big reference. That's my scholarly source for BL anyway. I had to get a million different scholarly sources because Plato Symposium, no one just does a scholarly source just talking about speeches. They talk about one and compare it to some boring thing in philosophy I don't give a fuck about. So we only had to have 2 scholarly sources for our paper. I thought it was just going to be this and one on Plato's Symposium. I had this and 7 different sources to help me out on that. But anyway, I finished my paper, turned it in. I was sick with the flu last week, so I actually did not get my paper back. So I don't know how I got graded yet. I'm hoping I did alright. I worked my ass off on it. I worked all week on it. So I'm hoping that I did good. So anyway, and if anyone was interested, this book is called Boys Love Manga and Beyond: History, Culture, and Community in Japan. It has several different authors. It's actually a very interesting read if you want kind of the history of BL. Now that my paper's over, I'm actually thinking about buying this book for myself to kind of read it. Because there's all sorts of stuff in here that I want to read about and hear about different takes on BL and its cultural impact and all that. So, interesting read. So, look into it if you're kind of interested in like the scholarly side of BL. So, moving on from that, I guess I'll talk about some stuff that I've bought recently and that I am reading or going to read. I'm currently reading Punch Up. I bought this when Sublime had a sale. I bought Love in Limbo Volume 2. I need to read this one, but I'm kind of holding off at the moment because Love in Limbo was only 2 volumes, so it's over after this, and I'm going to be kind of sad. So I'm subconsciously kind of delaying it. Don't worry, I am going to read it. I'll probably try to read it this week because I have a huge pile of manga to read, and I still have a couple I got for Christmas that I have not finished reading yet or gotten around to. I'm a little off track because, I'm reading Punch Up right now. It's okay. I read a chapter of it last night, so I'll try to finish this today, and I'll see if I actually want to buy more volumes of it. or not, or if any of you are big Punch Up fans, hit me up, tell me what you like about it, and get me to read it more. I got Our Wonderful Days, Volume 2. This came out. I like the series, but it's a little boring, so I'm kind of probably going to put it off for a little while longer to read it, but I am excited to read this one. A big favorite among people when this released last month was My Androgynous Boyfriend. I do plan on reading this one. I'm not rushing to it at the moment. I'm kind of gonna wait. There's a receipt in there. Yep. Those must have been me and Bobby's receipts when we got these. Anyway, I am excited for this one. I'm just gonna kind of delay it. Because I'm just not in the mood to read it yet, but I'm excited for it. I'm glad we have such a positive take on this kind of area and manga. So I am excited to read it. So I have that, and I also have Transparent Light Blue. Pretty excited about this one. I had never even heard of it. So that half price. Whoo! Not half price bookstore. What's that place called? Barnes and Noble. I saw this at Barnes and Noble, and I picked it up. And that was that day that Bobby was buying me a bunch of manga, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" He was like, "Well, go ahead and buy it." And it looks like there's some juicy Yuri scenes in here, so I'm excited about that, because, oh, lordy, because a lot of Yuri tends to have a lot of times it's very cutesy, nothing really ever happens, it's all fluff, which is fine, I'm totally fine with that, but, you know, we have so much BL that's, well, you know, and I just want a little bit more Yuri that's like that has substance too. So I'll read this, let you guys know how I like it. So, and I have more over here that I have that I still need to finish reading. I'll get to it eventually. I just the pile of manga never withers, because I have these two, and I still have Orange over there that I got after Christmas, and I haven't read it yet. I need to. I will eventually. I found this SB Baby, but anyway, it's Maki. Anyway, it's the same mangaka as An Incurable Case of Love. So this is only 2 volumes, I'm pretty sure. So I'll read this pretty soon. Whenever I want to get a break from kind of the LGBT, I'll read this one. And I finally found volume 1 of Horimiya at Barnes & Noble. I know I could have bought this online forever ago, but I've been putting it off because I like being able to find stuff in the store and buying it, especially when it's not BL, because a lot of that I have to buy online. So if I don't have to, cool. So I went to the Barnes & Noble in Hendersonville, and they had it, so I was pretty excited and snatched it up. Oh, right, well, maybe. I do have some mangas that I need to put up for y'all to kind of, what was I? Oh, for like giveaways and stuff. I have some to kind of put on there, and here's 2 that I need to put on there. I have 2 volumes of Hitorijime 4, volume 4. Funny story, actually. Ooh, that one's a little beat up. These hit me up, DM me on Twitter if you're interested in either of these, and I'll do the preparations for you. The first one I bought, I had pre-ordered it before we moved, and then we moved, and it got shipped to the old house, and I was scared that the landlord there, he was kind of staying at the house after we moved out, that, I don't know, I just was scared that something was going to happen to my package, and I was freaking out. And then Bobby went out that day and went over to Barnes & Noble while I was at work, and he bought it for me. Ooh, that one has a tear there too. Oh man. Sometimes I hate how easy these mangas get nicked. I'll try to fix that if anyone's interested. But anyway, so he went out and bought it for me, and then we went by the old house that night, and it did come in, all was fine. So I had 2 volumes of Hitorijime, My Hero. But as a lot of you know, volume 4 is shorter than the rest of them. And so, when I went to Barnes & Noble in Hendersonville, I saw volume 4 there, and it was the same height as all the rest of them. And I was like, whoa! I was telling my fiance about it, and Bobby, and he was like, well, go ahead and buy it. And I'm like, but I already have 2 copies of it at home. I don't need another. And he's like, but that one, you're a collector. You like things to look good. So go ahead and get it, and it will match the rest of your mangas. So I did. And it matches the rest of the mangas and makes Hitorijime, My Hero look a lot nicer and better. So I have that going for me. But now I have 2 volumes. So if anyone wants them, hit me up. They're for freezies. This one does have a little nick there, and this one's a little faded on the top. They've just been down here, so if you want them for free, cool, hit me up. If you don't, whatever, I might donate them to the library if no one is interested. I guess this video is just going to be like updates, because I haven't done a video in a while, so I have a lot of chatting and catching up on. And then I'll do a second video, and I'll actually like talk about a manga. So as some of you know, I have been watching anime again lately. I rewatched, I don't know why. Oh. I'll just grab all this. I did my rewatch of Hitorijime, My Hero, and, I decided to try the dub of it this time, because I heard some of my mutuals talk about that they like the dub. So I wanted to try it out for myself for my rewatch. And let me tell you, I'm not a dub watcher at all. I like the 90s Deke dub of Sailor Moon mostly because it's nostalgic for me, not really because it's that... Well, Terry Hawks is amazing, and she's a good voice actor for Sailor Moon. But, not everyone else is that great, and it's just mostly nostalgic for me. Full Metal Alchemist is very good, dubbed. And I recently rewatched the dub of Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya with my fiance, because he just doesn't like dubs, or he likes subs, but he has a very hard time focusing on subtitles, and he can do it if he has to, but he just can't enjoy it on the same level I can. I've been watching subs for a very long time. I'm dyslexic, and yeah, it takes a little my brother had me get used to subs when I was, 14 years old, so I just got used to it, and I get it. Like, if I used to be a very much snob toward subs only. I was a huge snob. I'm not as much anymore. And so, whatever the ending of that story was, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya dub is a lot better than I remembered it being. It's actually not that bad. Kyun is a very good Kyun. My biggest complaint was Asahina. Mikuru. She's terrible, but yeah, that's beside the point. It's not that bad, so if you, watch the dub of that one. It's not that bad. Hitorishima My Hero. I decided to sit down and watch the dub of this because I decided that night before I go to bed, I'd watch a little bit anime and then read before I go to bed. So I started with Hitorishima My Hero and decided to watch the dub. Because late at night, like, reading subtitles kind of hurts my head, and I have to wear my glasses. So this surprised me. I already forgot his name. I had looked up all that a while back ago, but the guy who plays Kosuke in the dub of this, oh my god, he will put shivers down your spine. He's pretty good. Like, I applaud him, and Masahiro wasn't that bad either. I actually like that his voice actor made him sound a little bit older than he is, so I really like that. He had a deeper voice, so he didn't sound like the age he's supposed to be. Anyway, I have one thing to say, and I didn't want to say this on Twitter because I was scared that people were going to jump on me for this, but the voice actor for Kin, kind of, sometimes when he talked, he reminded me of Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and there was one thing in specific he said, and I just literally LOL'd, because I died. I was like, he just sounded like Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and then I was gonna say it on Twitter, and I was like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want that to come off the wrong way, so, dub of this is worth looking into if you like Hitorishima My Hero, or you want to, but you only want to do dubs. Look into it. This is on Amazon Prime, but the dub is not for some reason, only subs, so if you have access to the dub, good luck. It's pretty good. So I've held polls on my Twitter to have people decide for me which anime I'm gonna rewatch next. And the first poll was Sakaiichi Hatsukoi. I hadn't rewatched this since I was probably like 19. So it was exciting watching this again. I had a lot of fun with it. As a lot of you know, I did the live tweets for y'all when I was watching it. And let me say, the very last episode of season 2, well, just in general, but it's in season 2, is still my favorite episode. It's the one where it shows Takuno's point of view of getting to know Odanara when they were in high school. It's one of my favorite chapters in the manga, and I forgot how good it was in the anime form. Still such a great episode. Very, very good. I love it when we get stuff in Takuno's point of view. It's always fun when you're reading something and you get chapters in a different character's point of view than the main character, because it kind of adds more depth and interest in what's happening. So, that was exciting. For my rewatch, Sekaiichi, I guess, did not get a dub. Cause, I don't know. Maybe there is, and I just have to look for it out there, but, my DVD did not have a dub, so, I will say during my rewatch, I did skip the Yoshino and Heitori episodes. I don't really care for them that much, and I decided to skip their episodes because they're ran out way too much. That screen time should be going to my Yukina and Kiza, but whatever. And yeah, so watched Sekaiichi, had a lot of fun with it. If any of you haven't watched the first, because the new movie's coming out, the Proposal Arc, with Yokozawa and Kirishima, definitely watch it. You'll have to find it online somewhere. I watched it on some shady anime site on my computer. I really hope my computer doesn't get a virus on it. I probably need to restart it just to make sure it doesn't get a virus. So, Sekaiichi was a fun rewatch. No option for dub. I don't know why. But whatever. So, I did another poll. And the poll that won that one was, it was really close. It was very, very close. Like, the first poll, Sekaiichi won by a landslide. Like, Gravitation, kind of got up there a little bit, but really it was, Sekaiichi, like, boosted up, and I knew it was gonna win. So I did another poll, for what I should watch after I finish, Sekaiichi. And first, Gravitation was in the running. It was doing very well. And I haven't rewatched Gravitation since high school, so it's been a long time since I've watched that one. But then Love Stage was kind of getting in the running too, and I do plan on rewatching this one. I know I've heard people talk about the dub in this one being good, so I will rewatch this one. But what won was, sorry, I'm still have a cough from when I had the flu. Juju Romantica was the winner. Juju and, Love Stage were kind of battling it out, but Juju Romantica did win. So, I am rewatching it right now. I'm almost done with season 1. I kind of had to stop for a couple of days because I got, I've just been a little too tired the last couple of days, and I'm also rewatching Gilmore Girls for the gazillionth time right now. It was a new year, okay? It's 2020 now. So I told myself, oh, it's not 2019 anymore, which means I can rewatch Gilmore Girls again, because it's a new year! I only made it a month into 2020, and I'm already rewatching Gilmore Girls. Or 2 months. I made it 2 months into 2020. I'm already watching Gilmore Girls. And when I watch Gilmore Girls, holy Toledo, is it hard for me to pull out of it. And I knew I shouldn't have, but so I'm watching Gilmore Girls, and it's hard for me to stop for the night and watch Juju Romantica. I have these cool old box sets of them, and there's still a Right Stuff postcards in here. If I wanted to sign up for their mailing list, I don't even know if that's even a thing anymore. But so I have season 1 and 2 of this that I'm gonna rewatch, and I actually do have, where'd it go? I have season 3 in Blu-ray, and season 1 and 2 are now on Blu-ray as well. But oh well. So I'll try to get through this pretty quickly. Oh, wow, the art in it's already a lot different. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, anyway. Gonna rewatch Juju Romantica. I'm not holding another poll on what needs to be next because a certain follower, mutual of mine, is hounding me to rewatch Gravitation. So after Juju Romantica, I have to go straight to Gravitation, or else I'm going to be hearing this for several months, and me just being like, no, I promise I'll watch. No, I swear, I'm my precious Loki here. No, sorry, Thor. I'm gonna watch Gravitation after Juju Romantica, and I do remember watching the dub of this in high school and thinking it was decent. So I will watch the dub of Gravitation after Juju Romantica because someone's gonna be on my ass if I don't. And Bobby got this for me for Christmas, so I do need to watch it. So that's on my list of rewatches, and then I will watch Love Stage, rewatch it, but it has to be after Gravitation. And I should rewatch number 6, but I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to rewatch that again. But anyway, a couple more, some animes I did buy recently is I bought the Konodan collection. The boy suffers from crystallization. This boy is a professional wizard. I have a mutual who's talked about this. So, oh look, that has a mailing thing here. So I'm gonna watch these probably this week. Okay, sorry about that. My parents got a new dog, and he's very cute, but he can be a yapper. And when my other dog, Carla, starts barking, he starts barking too, and it's just, it can be very distracting. I'm fine with it, because, you know, little dogs yap. My mom's having a hard adjustment to it. But, anyway. I bought this, gonna watch this soon. And finally, I broke down and I did finally buy Citrus. I've been meaning to buy this for like a year now. I've just kept putting it off. But after I had finally finished reading all of the manga, well, sort of, Citrus Plus is out now, which I did read the first volume of that. Good. So Citrus, and since I was buying Citrus, I went ahead and bought this too, because I've been wanting to watch it. Bloom Into You. So I'm excited about this one as well. Very, very excited for this, actually. I might actually wait to start it till after Volume 7 comes out next month. And I have a huge list of animes I'm watching right now, so it's gonna have to wait either way. Because, you know, I'm gonna watch Gravitation, which I think is like a 24 episode. And then Juju Romantica and Love Stage and this and Citrus, and so I've never had this long of a list of anime in a very long time, which most of it is rewatches. These are the only new ones for me. So, and I already did my rewatch of Hard Heat. I got Bobby to watch it with me because I want him to watch the movie, but to even understand the movie, he has to watch, you know, the show. So, so we did that last weekend. He really liked it. He thought it was a little weird, but he did really like it, which I was excited. The melancholy, well, let me scratch it. The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, the movie, is like my favorite animated movie of all time. Like American animation or Japanese animation, like it's my all-time favorite. Beautiful soundtrack, beautiful imagery. I just all around really love it. So I was excited he finally watched it with me. So that's actually where I'm going to end this video. I'm at 30 minutes in. I knew I was going to ramble for about that long for just updates and stuff that I'm kind of doing. So I'm going to end this video right here, and I'm going to start a new video where I'll actually talk about a manga. So yeah, thank you for listening in on my rambles. Hit me up if you want a Hitori Jime copy. I don't know when I'll ship it out. I'll try to soon if you hit me up and you want one. And if you want in-depth pictures of it, let me know and I'll send them to you, because since they've been kind of thrown around in my room, well, not thrown around, but one of them had a nick whenever Bobby bought it and it got bigger. And you know, if you're particular like me, then, you know, I'll be glad to send you pictures, and if you don't want it, that's fine. Like, if no one wants them, I'll just donate them to the library. So that's it. Stick around for my next video. I am gonna talk about something. Yep, something. I'm gonna talk about something. Alright, bye guys!